A hockey game 60 minutes, not 40 minutes. Are you kidding me, Hawks? This is again the 5th straight loss in a row. We should not have lost to the Flames. We had the lead this entire game so far. Throughout the game until the 3rd period, because they don't just play 60 minutes. They just sat back and just let the Flames take charge. Oh my god. It was a joke how the Hawks do not show up to play all 60 minutes of hockey. You played well the first 40. And after the 2nd period, the Hawks had a lead. Well, actually, you should have had the lead 3-1 going into the 3rd period, but you gave up a late period goal, 1 minute left in the 2nd period. So really, you played like a total of 39 minutes. Oh man, this game was literally a game we needed to win. You cannot take 5 straight games and lose them in the toughest division. We're in the Central Division, the hardest division in any of the divisions around the league. This team just lost 5 straight, and now we literally are on I think we're sitting 6th place in the division. It's ridiculous. We were 3rd place last Saturday. Now we're down to 6 because losing 5 straight doesn't help when you are in the hardest division in the NHL. So let's get to the stats. I'm going to mention something. Duncan Keith got hit with a game misconduct in a 5-minute major 3 minutes into the game. The refs got it wrong. Clearly, they got it wrong. Dubé and Duncan Keith were battling for the puck in the Hawks' defensive zone. Keith got hit on Dubé on the half boards, and Dubé then looked the opposite way, like he was wondering where Keith was behind Corey Crawford, and Keith ended up laying the hit on Dubé, and Dubé's head ended up was looking down at the ice, and Keith clearly didn't mean to do this hit and you could tell by the fact that Keith went down and started apologizing to Dubé. It was literally that type of game. And Keith got a 10-minute game misconduct, meaning he was ejected from the game, and a 5-minute major. Hopefully he doesn't get suspended, but we know how the NHL likes suspending players. And not suspending players. They suspend the dirty players and not the clean. And they don't just suspend the dirty players, and they do suspend clean players. Okay, start off the game at 4:46 on the Flames power play that led to the Keith game misconduct. Sean Monahan scores his first goal of the night. This was his 7th goal of the season, and it was on the power play. Gaudreau and Lindholm got the assist. Can't blame Crow on it. It was just a passing play all around. Got it into the net. Crow was out of the net, but honestly, you can't say it's hard to make a save sliding from one end of the crease to the other. Then he would have had to make another slide all the way to the other end of the crease. It's near impossible for a goalie to do so. So at 13:57 in the first period, Jonathan Toews scores his 300th career goal of tonight on a 5-on-3 power play. The assist went to Patrick Kane and Brent Seabrook. This was a great way to tie up a game. Usually when a team scores on a 5-on-3, you tend to win a game. But this is the Blackhawks, who don't play 60 minutes, and this was only in the first period. First period of play, honestly, the Hawks played really solid hockey. So at 19:33 in the first period, Jan Ruta scores his first goal of the season, and the assist went to Martinson and Alex Fortin. And this was a smart play by Ruta. He fake shot it, and then he ended up taking a shot and getting it past the Flames goalie. So at that point, the Hawks went into the first intermission with a lead of 2-1. So that was a good first period. Honestly, I thought they were playing solid. As you could tell in my live stream too. I had to do 2 different live streams because of something happening in one of them. So in the second period, Hawks come into the second period with a 2-1 lead over the Flames. At 12:41 in the first period, Brandon Saad scores a goal that looked like a Marian Hossa type goal. He got up the ice and Giordano kind of hooked him. It was a delay of penalty, but Saad got it between the 5-hole and squeaked it in to score his 4th goal this season. And yes, Brandon Saad's actually using Marian Hossa's sticks now, which I like. And the assist went to DeBrincat and Yoki Haru. Also, throw an assist to Corey Crawford. He deserves it. He started that play up. He sent it to Yoki. Yoki sent it up to DeBrincat. DeBrincat had a great play to send up Brandon Saad. Saad dangled around Giordano. Giordano ended up hooking Saad, and Saad managed getting it into the net. So at 18:26 in the second period, this is when I knew the Blackhawks aren't going to play 60 minutes. Matthew Tkachuk scores his 6th goal of the season, and the assist went to Hamonic and Backlund. God, this team, throughout the entire first and second period, the Hawks have played solid hockey until the last minute of the Hawks of the second period, because they gave up a second goal of the night to the Flames. And you know how the Flames have already came on a great comeback game the other night against the Avalanche, and it happened again. They ended up coming back and winning this game. So in the third period, Sean Monahan scores his 2nd goal of the game at 13:59, and the assist went to Lindholm and Gaudreau. So it's tied 3-3. So 66 seconds in, Artem Anisimov with an own goal scores because Michael Frolik behind Corey Crawford shoots it up, hits Anisimov, and Anisimov ends up backhanding it into our own net. Yeah, Anisimov gave Michael Frolik, an ex-Blackhawk, the go-ahead goal to be the game-winning goal. And at 19:01, empty net, the Hawks had a 6-on-4 power play, but yet they could not get the puck into the offensive zone, and Mikael Backlund scores his 3rd goal of the season on the empty net, and Lindholm gets an assist. So this team has no momentum when they don't have the puck. This Blackhawk team, literally, the first shot on net in the third period for the Hawks came by Jonathan Toews with 9:40 left in the third period. They only got 4 shots on net in the third period. It took them almost basically 10 minutes to score, to get a shot on net, and you can tell they don't play 60 minutes. This Blackhawks team thinks a hockey game is 40 minutes, not 60. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say with this team. It's literally happening every game now. Did it in Vancouver, did it in Edmonton, did it in St. Louis last week. This team is literally doing this every game. I don't know what is with the Blackhawks and not playing 60 minutes. It's getting really annoying, Hawks. I honestly can't have many other words. This team is literally being a joke on ice when it comes to thinking it's 40 minutes, not 60 minutes to play a hockey game. Oh my God. It's our 5th straight loss. We don't get a single point in Western Canada on the standings, where we move completely from 3rd place in the division down to freaking 6th place in the Central Division. What the hell, Hawks? Step it up, play 60 minutes every game, go to the fundamentals, and learn how to play 60. I don't know what it takes you guys to get it in your head and play 60 minutes. Our next game is on Thursday in the United Center against the Carolina Hurricanes. Step up and play 60. It's 60 minutes, not 40. So leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on this 40-minute team in the Blackhawks. And thank you for watching the broadcast. I know you did not enjoy the outcome, but most of all, let's go Hawks. And it's 60, not 40. Remember that, Hawks.